Tequila development process. The tequila production process takes between 7 and 9 years and begins with the planting of Tequila Weber brew variety agave, which is the raw material used for the preparation of the beverage. To be used in the manufacture of tequila, agave must be grown within the geographical area bounded by the General Declaration of Designation of Origin and must be registered at the Tequila Regulatory Council. The average time required for the plant to reach maturity is 7 years, after which the maximum accumulation of carbohydrates in the plant is reached. Once the development is reached, the harvest, or hima, is done. Hima is the action of separating the unusable parts of the agave leaves or stalks. The result of this operation is to obtain the head of the agave, formed by the stem and the basal part of the leaves or stalks. This is where the carbohydrates used for the manufacture of tequila are stored. The tool used in the agave hima is the coa. Hydrolysis. Take into consideration that the principal carbohydrate contained in agave is inulin and that this compound is not capable of being fermented by the yeast, it is necessary to conduct the hydrolysis of inulin to obtain simple sugars. This is mainly a thermal process. It is noteworthy that in addition of the hydrolysis of inulin, at this stage, many of the compounds that determine the organoleptic profile of the final product are formed. The hydrolysis is carried out in masonry ovens or autoclaves, and in both cases, steam is used at a temperature between 100 and 110 degrees Celsius. Extraction. Following hydrolysis, the sugars in the agave hearts should be separated from the fiber. This extraction is commonly performed with a combination of gear roller mills. There are still exceptional cases where the extraction of sugars is made in taonas. The extracted agave juices are sent to the fermentation vats, where yeast is added and the right temperature to start the fermentation is set. Fermentation. In this stage, the sugars present in the must are transformed by the action of yeast in ethyl alcohol and carbon dioxide. In this step, other compounds that contribute to the sensory characteristics of tequila are also formed. Critical factors to control at this stage are temperature, pH, and nutrients, controlling temperature and pH as well as controlling the contamination by natural means. Distillation. After the fermentation phase, musts are carried off to the process of separating the constituents of the must. The distillation is usually performed in stills and consists in 2 phases. The product obtained from the first cycle is commonly known as ordinary. At this stage, the undesirable components are removed, yeast solids, some secondary alcohols such as methanol, and a group of compounds known as higher alcohols and water. Ordinary obtained is subjected to a second cycle or rectification, finally getting tequila. The tequila obtained can have multiple destinations, such as packaging as white tequila, its abushment and package as young, or tequila can be sent to maturity to obtain reposado, añejo, or extra-aged tequila. Maturation. Reposado tequila should age into direct contact with the wood of oak containers for at least 2 months. For aged tequila, the aging process should last at least 1 year in direct contact with the wood of oak containers, with a maximum capacity of 600 liters. For extra añejo tequila, aging process should last at least 3 years in direct contact with the wood of oak containers, with a maximum capacity of 600 liters. Critical factors on the aging stage are temperature, relative humidity, initial alcohol content of tequila, time and number of cycle of the barrels. These factors may influence the color, aroma, and final flavor of tequila. Changes during the ripening of tequila are mainly caused by a decrease of higher alcohols, which are absorbed by the carbon of the barrels, smoking the final product. Extraction of the wood tannins themselves can provide color and distinctive aroma. Reaction between some components of tequila resulting in new, and oxidation of the original components of tequila and those extracted from wood. Tequila packaging. Prior to packaging, tequila is diluted to commercial alcohol content, and for that, distilled water is used. Tequila is subsequently filtered to remove any foreign particles. Tequila is packed in a new sanitary container. The capacity of each package must not exceed 5 liters, with an alcohol content between 35 and 55% alcohol volume. Labeling. Each package must bear a legible label containing the following information, which must be truthful and not mislead the consumer as to the nature and characteristics of tequila. The word tequila. Category and class to which it belongs. Net content expressed in liters or milliliters. The alcohol content expressed in percent of alcohol by volume at 20 degrees Celsius. Name and address of the authorized producer or factory where tequila is produced. Name of the registered trademark. The Made in Mexico, Product of Mexico, or similar. NOM officer or password. Lot. Each package must be embossed and marked, identifying the lot to which it belongs with a code. The warning statements set forth in health legislation, and any other information required by other applicable liquor laws. To export tequila, tequila must hold the word, category, class, make, official mark, the legend Made in Mexico and batch number in addition to the requirements of each country importer. Notwithstanding the requirements to be met by the manufacturer to ensure the authenticity, it is necessary prior to marketing that tequila meets the specifications mentioned in the physico-chemical on Tequila NOM. Finally, we must clarify that the entire development process is overseen by the Tequila Regulatory Council, who ensures compliance with standard of tequila and, where appropriate, grants licenses for the commercialization of tequila.